Hello and welcome back to a new video here in the Trading for Everyone channel. Today we are going to analyze Neteller in detail. Neteller is a fintech that started in 1999 that has more than 20 years in the market and offers different type of service. For example, you can get a virtual and a physical card. You can get paid using Neteller. You can pay in different websites using Neteller. You can withdraw and deposit money to Neteller using alternative ways of payments as Western Union, for example, or debit card, credit cards. So we are going to explain that in detail. As I said here, it's a digital wallet that makes managing your money quick, easy and secure. It's regulated by the FCA, the British regulation. Get started with hassle-free deposit. So as I said before, you can deposit using different type of methods. You can introduce the virtual and the physical card to your Apple Pay, for example, if you are in Europe. You can pay with confidence in different type of merge that accept Neteller, for example, forex broker, poker websites, and so on. And they have plenty of processing payments alternatives to different companies. It's zero fee on international money transfers. We have to make it clear. Neteller charge you a lot each time you pay or receive a payment, so you have to analyze in detail all the fees involved before using this website. This platform could be really useful, but you have to know that you are going to end paying a lot in fees. In this case, if you send money overseas with Neteller, sending to a bank account, you are not going to pay any fees. But even though they always charge you something inside the exchange rate, so you have to understand if that works for you or not. In here, you can simulate if you are sending money, for example, from Austria to India. You can select any country that is accepted in here, and you can understand if this exchange rate makes sense in comparison with the, for example, exchange rate that appears in Google. And here also you can select which type of method to a bank account, and if you are using a debit or credit card, you are paying always more if you use a credit card. So it's always useful to use debit card instead of credit cards. What else? You can pay with confidence, so you can deposit money in Neteller, and then using Neteller you can send that money to a specific website that maybe you don't trust so much for any reason you have. For example, a forex broker, you can first deposit in Neteller and then send it to a forex broker. Or for example, if you are in a country that doesn't allows you to send money to a forex broker, you can use Neteller as a gateway. You first deposit in Neteller and then you send money from Neteller to the forex broker, for example. You can deposit using different type of alternatives. You have to understand always the fees that are involved. We are going to talk about that in a minute. And you can withdraw funds from your Neteller account to your bank account, and then using an ATM, you get the cash. Which are the fees involved using Neteller? Well, depend a lot based on the deposit and withdraw methods. For example, in here you have the whole list. If you pay using Maestro debit card, you're going to pay 2.5%. If you use, for example, Visa, the same, 2.5%. And if you want to withdraw money to Skrill, another fintech that we explained before, you are going to pay 3.5% of the money that you send. Or if you send money to a bank transfer, they are going to charge you $10 flat. Or if you send to a crypto wallet, you are going to pay 2%. So you have plenty of alternatives to choose between. There are some levels. If you use a lot your Neteller account, you can decrease the amount of fees that you're going to pay. For example, from money transfers, you can decrease that amount from 3% to 1.45%. If you use the prepaid MasterCard that we are going to explain in a bit, there are always fees involved. This is a physical card, but it's a prepaid card, so you have to have money into your Neteller account to start using it. There are some limits, but they are quite high. For example, you can spend and use 900 euros per day, and you can spend up to 2,700 euros per day using the card. And the fees, you are not going to pay anything at all for spending in shops, restaurants, or online, but if you have to pay something in another currency, for example, you have the card nominated in euros and you pay something that is in dollars, well, you are going to pay 4% as a foreign exchange fee. So this is quite high. You have to understand if it's useful for you or not. You have to pay $10 for a new card. If you withdraw money, you are going to pay 1.75% if you want to replace $10. And they also charge you $10 per year as an annual fee to have the card available for you. The prepaid card is only available in Europe but also you can get a virtual prepaid card. So for example, if you want to reduce that fees, you can use your virtual card. You can match that card to, for example, your Apple Pay, and you can use your watch or your phone to pay in different stores without having the physical card. The first one is free, so you can get the first one by free. You can use the link that I leave you in the description in the first comment. In that way, you're going to help the channel to keep going, to create an account. And you also have limits in your virtual card that are the same ones as the physical ones. There are also fees involved in regards to international money transfers, up to 5%. So as I said before, it's really expensive to use Neteller, 5% for a money transfer. Receiving money is free, and also receiving money from another Neteller account is free. But if you want to send money to another Neteller account, you're going to pay 3% or a minimum of 50 cents. If you want to use buy and sell cryptocurrencies, you have also the possibility to buy and sell cryptocurrencies inside Neteller, but you're going to pay 1.5%. This is quite high in comparison with bigger exchange, for example, Binance, Binex, and another exchange that we explain in the channel. So it's good to have everything in one place, but these fees are high. You have to know that. And on top of it, if any transaction that you are doing using Neteller involves a foreign exchange, you're going to pay up to 4% as an exchange fee. So this is really high. And if you don't use your account for more than 6 months, you're going to start paying $5 per month as an inactivity fee. So if you use your account, it's free, but if you don't use it, you start paying for $5 per month. You can explore this link I leave you in the description to read in detail, understand if it's useful for you or not. Neteller offers different type of cards. A prepaid card, this is a physical that you can get one if you live in Europe or in the economic European Union. And with that, you can pay online, you can pay in stores, you can withdraw cash from any ATM around the world, but we have to understand that there are a lot of fees involved when you use this card. This is a contactless card, they have a chip, so it's quite nice and could be really useful. Only in Europe, you can pay flexible and secure online using your card. This is the prepaid MasterCard. You have to understand that in order to use this card, you have to first have funds in the Neteller account. If you don't have funds in the Neteller, you can't start using it. You can connect with Apple Pay, for example, and you can spend wherever MasterCard is accepted. So from the money that, for example, you withdraw from a forex broker or a poker website, you can withdraw to Neteller. Then if you have the card, you can use that card to spend any place that you want. You can shop in store and online. You can spend abroad. Remember, if you use another currency than euro, you are going to pay 4% as an exchange rate. And you can also withdraw cash. You can download the app using App Store or Google Play. And if you want to reduce the fees and the commission that you are going to pay, you can request a virtual prepaid MasterCard. So you can connect that to your Apple Pay and buy in any merch that said Apple Pay, or you can use to buy online. The first one is by free, and in this way you will get instant and private payments using prepaid MasterCard, using the funds that you have inside your Neteller account. As I said before, you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies with Neteller. The biggest one, the 40 biggest one, are available in the app to buy and sell, or even you can do it by using the website. And the good thing is that you can begin with as little as $1, so you can diversify in different cryptocurrencies. You create an account, you deposit, and then you can trade crypto. You can also define alerts in order to get notifications if, for example, Bitcoin reach a specific price tag, or you can manage your portfolio, and even you can request a withdraw that cryptocurrencies to a specific private wallet or another exchange. As I explained before, there are 0 fees on international money transfers if you send money to a bank account. If you use a lot your account, you can reduce the fees, and you can track everything using the phone, using your app, and even by email. You can transfer to anyone, secure payment systems, and you can receive online payments instantly. If you have a business or if you're a merchant, you can use Neteller as a tool to sell more, and you get exposure and get more clients or customers. For example, you can be part of a merchant directory, so in that way any person, any customer of Neteller would be available to deposit in an easy way to your business or to your platform. So it could be useful to get exposure, to get clients, to get customers, and to get paid in an easy way. High conversion, multi-currency solutions, and even recurring payments could be really useful if you have, for example, a subscription plan. And in that way, if the customer pays using Neteller, you will get all that sold all in one place, so the people is going to keep paying the subscription plan using Neteller, and you can acquire more customers. In here you have the full directory of the merchant that currently available in Neteller. So in here you can see that there are a lot of forex brokers that accept Neteller, but also there are some business or companies related to insurance, to investing, to online gaming, shopping software, even education. If you want to be part of this directory, you can create a business account in Neteller and you can be part of it. And also in here, if you're a customer of Neteller, could be useful to understand if a company accepts Neteller or not. And finally, if you have a business, you can use Neteller as a processing online payment systems in order to receive payments in an easy way for all around the world. You will have a dashboard in which you can understand how much you are selling using Neteller and so on. You can acquire new customers and boost profitability. You can even use as a tool to get global exposure, because in some countries it's hard to pay to another countries, and if you have Neteller you can get paid easily, even in not so well developed countries. I believe this is a really complete tool to even for the customer or a business to use Neteller as a payment solution, but really expensive. You have to understand if it's suitable or not for you. They have a plus because they offer a virtual and a prepaid card if you are part of the Economic European Union. Remember to subscribe, to leave a comment if you have